Oh, and we're back. We need to introduce ourselves too
Okay.
for the people that don't really know us.
Okay.
Just think about we're all know UJC.
Stop it.
Oh goodness. Mm. What the name is? Billy and They introduce themselves a lot.
Yeah.
We 27 minutes late. Only because technical difficulties. Now everything's showing good right now, and I'm about here. As soon as somebody jump on, it'll be what they want
You
to
feel
do.
like you and your feelings.
I am. You're not but the devil.
That's all it is.
The devil thought he had a line. Bless us, Lord. Bless us.
We got one person
We
look like
got one person willing to join us through this rough time. God bless you
through this rough time.
through this rough time. The devil ain't gonna win though. You must gonna know who I am.
Who you is, baby?
I'm Julius Caesar Poinsett. God favored. Mm. I cover up my Russian logo so I will be advertised for them. Mm.
We'll see if anybody else jump on, and if not, we'll still get started, and then you can catch the replay. Um, as we are late due to technical difficulties, but we're not going to let that stop the show if we can help it. So, and we are talking about you are enough. You are enough. So, and for those who are new to the group, I'm Rhonda,
I'm Julius.
and we are the founders of Blissful
Blissful
Marriage.
Marriage. I go by JC and Rhonda go by Rhonda.
That's
So
right.
if you call me Julius and I don't answer when we in person or in public, that's why, because people normally call me JC. Stand for a couple of things, jumper cables, stuff like that. Then I get stuff started. Yep,
Yes, you do.
that is
Yes, you
I.
do.
That is I. Hey Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia. All right, give it about another. Oh, where it's at 8 o'clock. You want to get started?
Mm, let's do 801.
Okay, we're gonna give it another minute.
I know we had some people on earlier and they jumped off probably because we was having technical difficulties. So hopefully those people find it in their hearts to join us throughout the broadcast, throughout the live.
And if not, if you catch the replay, just let us know that you caught the replay, and you can still put your questions, concerns in the comment section, and we'll still go back and
Question, comments
answer.
to the best of our ability.
And that's right.
All right, so it's 801 and we're going to talk a little bit about You Are Enough. a lot of spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, they do not show enough appreciation to their spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to call them. Enough appreciation. So to be able to give appreciation, you have to know what appreciation is, which is appreciation is recognition and enjoyment of the good qualities of someone or something. So it's plenty of ways that you can show your appreciation to someone, but this is our main three that we normally do to each other to show appreciation to each other. Um, One is verbally by telling the other one how much they appreciate it, how much do you love them, thank you, and all that good stuff.
which is very important. Words of affirmation um, is important, especially for people who have a love language of words of affirmation, quality time. Um, you know, yeah, actions is still better, but it's good to hear every once in a while, thank you. I appreciate what you did. Just small gestures throughout the day, um, letting them know how much you appreciate, even if it's something as simple as fixing a lunch, fixing a breakfast, whatever the case may be, letting them know is very, very important. And I feel like we kind of get away from that as we tend to get used to each other, especially in marriage, because after being married for so long and being together for so long, you do get used to each other. So I don't think it's intentionally done, but you do get away from showing your kindness and your appreciation the way you did when you first started out. So it's just important to kind of go back to how it all started, saying thank you. I appreciate you. You didn't have to. And most of the time, we do things for each other because it's our pleasure and we want to show how much we do care, honor, and want to make sure that we're doing things to keep our spouse happy. So it's just important to let your spouse know how much you appreciate them.
And verbally can go any kind of way. One of the things that I like to do when we come in from works, I normally get home before Rhonda, and when she comes in,
I work harder.
you might work hard, but I work longer.
That's true.
Um,
It's true.
it's our hug time. We call it when she comes in. We give each other a nice long hug to show each other that hey, we made it back home to each other safely and soundly. And while doing that hug time, I call it hug time. I whisper acts of kindness, appreciation in her ear, tell her how much I adore her, how much I love her. Thank you for all she do. Thank you for all the hard work that she have done for the family. Um, I do that on some days, and some days she don't know. But when we doing that hug, I say a silent prayer for her, for that, so she can get through her next couple of days, so that God can be with her, I can be with her, and
Oh, thank you.
anytime. So that's the way that I show verbally my acts of appreciation. Anything to add to that?
No, I don't think I got anything for that. Kind of caught me off guard with the little gesture there. Made me a little weepy.
That is 100% true, Cynthia. A lot of people get comfortable with the, you know, I love you, you know, I appreciate you. Sometimes you have to say it out loud. You have to speak it in the atmosphere. You have to let people
And you have
know.
to show it too.
Yeah, you have to show. You have to put it out there. A lot of people, a lot of our family know that me and Ron is very close. You see one, you see the other, and Ron is very small because the ways that I show my acts of appreciation, the ways that I show her how much I love her, how much I adore her, how much I honor her,
I can't
how
believe
much.
you said I'm spoiled on camera.
But you are spoiled.
Okay,
And it's not just spoiling gifts and monetary things.
that's true.
You spoil because of all the little things that I do for you.
That's true.
And I enjoy doing those things for you because That's how much I appreciate you.
That's true. It's very true.
We'll go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rosalind.
Hey, Rosalind.
Yes, a praying husband, Cynthia, a praying husband. We have to pray for each other. We have to keep each other covered because if we don't, who else will?
Yeah.
We don't want the enemy praying for them, or we don't want the enemy to walk in. So that's the way that we show. I have to pray for my wife, and I know that she prays for me. I know that she's prayed for me. You also have our next one that we're going to discuss a little bit is action. A lot of people say actions speak louder than words, which is so true. Um, so you can show actions in plenty of ways to tell your spouse that you appreciate, you love them. Like if she cooked dinner, you do the dishwasher. She make dinner, you pull out the dessert, and
That is one of our specialty. One of us do one or the other. We don't both do the same, all of the work. So if JC cook, I clean up. If I cook, he clean up. We just kind of take turns helping each other out to try to lighten the burden, share the responsibilities, and in the process, usually I know I don't have to, but if he grill or cook, I say thank you. Thank you for grilling today. Thank you for making this, or thank you for doing that. I know I don't really have to, but I'm sure it makes him feel good that I show my gratitude just for him doing something as small as cooking. Even if it's just cooking the meat. That was one less thing that I had to do, one less thing that's off of my plate. Hey, Marquise.
and you can show actions in a lot of ways. Um, Doing the laundry for your spouse, especially after they done had a long week. Cooking breakfast in bed, especially after they had a long week at work. Just little things like that. Um, I know when, even at night, sometime when I go in the kitchen and get me 3 or 4 cookies for the night, I always bring her back 1 or 2. So I always get the most, but I always bring her back 1 or 2 to show that I appreciate her, and all that good stuff. And the next one is the one that a lot of people is more familiar with is gifts. A lot of people buy gifts for the acts of appreciation. Um, Gifts can be as small as a chocolate piece of candy, big as a car. So gifts can come in small or big packages, but it's a lot of people do gifts to show their acts of appreciation for one another. Um, like the day when I went out to get off from work, I know we didn't have anything really sweet, so I went and got me and her piece of cake for after we eat dinner and finish this live, so we both had a piece of cake to munch on tonight. So that was a small gift from me to her for this afternoon.
Yes. And this kind of not changing the subject or changing but I also want to throw out too, when it come down to your husbands, one of the things I feel that is very important too is showing your appreciation is respecting them. Respecting them and just honoring them. Sometimes we can get a little sassy, us women, and our words can cut a little deep sometimes, but just respecting them. Physical touch. They love physical touch. So that's also another way to show appreciation. They want to be touched. They want physical they want physical touch. That's JC's love language. So physical touch is very, very important in my household. Every household is different. You have to learn your spouse's love language. And so for him, and we're big on I'm big on respecting him, boundaries. We also like to do things that each other, like he do things that I like to do that he may not like, but he'll do it because I like it, and vice versa. I do the same thing. So physical touch is very important. Um, what else I had on my little notes here? Because I have to take notes, y'all. Um, but yeah, physical touch and communicating. You know, I feel communicating is also one of the ways to actually let your spouse know when you don't feel appreciated. Because if you don't, you can read that while I'm saying. Again, if your spouse don't know that you have a problem or you feel some type of way, then they can't correct the issue. So I feel like it's important to communicate that you feel that you're not appreciated, or you feel that, hey, I don't feel wanted, I don't feel, you're not touching me, you're not showing acts of kindness, you're not loving me. That is so important. And so when we communicate those things, I feel like it causes less issues. It opens up for us to have conversation, and it's an important conversation. And it also keep things from going any further than it needs to, especially if you consider it's going down the wrong road. So communicate, and oftentimes we start out communicating and then we can turn it into complaining. So always be mindful how you communicate it. And then when you communicate it to your spouse, the person that's receiving it on the other end needs to be open to hearing and receiving what you are saying, how you expressing your feelings to them. So they need to be open to, take a little bit of accountability for how your spouse is feeling and what they're saying. And yes, how we communicate is very, very important.
And the way,
especially with me, but Cynthia, you know that.
and the way that the tone come across. Watch your tone also.
Yes. Yeah, you right, Marquise. We cannot read minds, and if we can be transparent, that's something I really had to learn, because earlier on in our marriage, whenever something used to bother me, my way of handling and communicating was just completely shutting down. I ain't want to talk about it because I felt like he should already know, and he's not a mind reader. He don't know.
And
You know.
sometimes I don't know, because sometimes your communication can be just your demeanor, the way that you look, the way that you walk, the way that you just do some things. It's not verbally sometimes. Communication comes in all types of form. And when you walk through the door, I know a husband and most wives also, when your spouse walk through the door in the afternoon or whenever, you can know when they had a bad day at work. You can know when something is bothering them because of the way that they demeanor is, they tone is, the way they say, hey, how you doing, the way that they kiss you when they walk through the door. You can tell that something is wrong. So that is your tone. Your tone comes in a lot of different ways.
Your attitude.
Your attitude.
So all of that plays an important role in being appreciated, communicating whether you feel appreciated, and ways to fix the errors. Oh, that's right, Walanda. Tell your man you love him. So yeah, like I say, that's something I had to learn. You right, Cynthia. Listen to understand and not respond. That's another one I had to learn. I can be real transparent, because I used to listen to respond. I used to listen to defend myself.
And she used to listen for a response, and sometimes, and I'm really not the responsive person. I will listen to you and understand you all day, and to avoid conflict sometimes, my tone is to not say anything, not to argue back, to things calm down. I'm not a person that stay mad long. If me and Rhonda have a disagreement or something like that, 2 or 3 minutes, I'm done. Her 2 or 3 hours, probably some damn days, but it's
And Tiffany, that's important. I had to learn that, Tiffany. So that's something you learn as you grow in marriage together.
growing marriage, growing
Yeah.
relationships. That is tone is. A lot of people don't know how big tone is, but tone is very big in communicating. You can be sweet as a pie, but then if that tone come off wrong, everything mess up.
That's very true. All right, what you had next?
I gave you the three. I gave the three verbally, actions, and gifts.
All right. I think that's pretty much I had.
That's all you got?
Yep. You the same way, Marquise?
Yeah.
Yeah, J. To be honest, JC is real laid back. Um, when we do have this disagreement, we both are. I just had to learn to communicate, and I always been like that. And a lot of things, and that's the next thing. A lot of things people bring into their marriage also can come from their upbringing and how they were raised and in the environment that they were raised in. And I can honestly say I got that very, very honestly from both of my parents. They both just shut down. They don't want to communicate. They don't want to talk. And so that's something that I had to get out of especially in my marriage, because I brought that into my marriage, but then as we continue to grow, that was something that I had to get out of. I had to learn how to be open and communicate and let him know this bothered me, this offended me. You know, I feel you should have told me thank you. Why you didn't tell me thank you? And you laughing at me. you know, you should have tell me that I had to fix your plate. You can fix your own plate, but I fixed it because I wanted to. So I wanted you to tell me thank you. So, and it was always little simple stuff, but you can take something really simple and small and turn into something that it shouldn't be just because you don't know how to properly communicate.
What it is about women tone that cause different reaction in men? Because your tone set the stage for a lot of things. Um, and your tone causes the reaction because what if that tone is off, or that if that tone come in anger, we is ready to defend ourselves. If that tone come in love, we say, okay, we can lay back that defensive mechanism that we have out to be able to accept what is coming next. But if that tone is in anger, okay, now we can need to step back, put our guards up, defend ourselves to make sure that we coming out on the right side of the track.
That's true. I understand that. I'm sorry. Are we trying to read y'all comments as they coming in because we had to switch devices?
Yes, sometimes comes as mothers and not spouses.
Agreed. Yeah. We trying to. Did you ever have to deal with vulnerability as a man? My husband is from China. Trying to open up the full question. Did you ever have to deal with vulnerability as a man? My husband is from China, and it was instilled in him.
was instilling him to from a young man to never be vulnerable or emotional?
Um, I'm gonna let you answer, and then I'll chime in.
I have to deal with vulnerability as a man, but I try not to. I'm like almost like your husband. I don't show a lot of emotions, and the one of the reasons why when I was 19, 18, 19, when my dad passed away, I had to be a stronger man at the age of 18, 19 for my mom and my brother and my sister, and to show that I couldn't be emotional. I can get emotional sometimes. I have been lately, I would say within the past 5 years, that vulnerability and those emotions are started to build up a little bit more than what they normally used to be. But as a man, we have been taught not to cry, not to show emotion, don't show weakness because it's you show that weakness, someone think they say someone think they could take advantage of you or something like that. But as it's hard when you try to lead a family. Even sometime now, when I think I need to be vulnerable, I don't.
Exactly, Marquise.
Yep,
Exactly. Yeah.
yep, weak or soft and all that stuff. And
Yeah. I agree with what you're saying. Um, but to not completely piggyback off of what he just said, he didn't used to be vulnerable in the beginning of our marriage. He did just started changing that and starting opening up a little bit more and being a little bit more vulnerable. But I feel as a wife, I feel like it's our responsibility to make our home and to have a safe place for our husband and our spouse to be vulnerable. Because I feel like when they do go out to work in the world, when they do leading us and doing everything else, they don't have room to be vulnerable. So I feel like when he come home in the walls of our house, it's his moment that he can be vulnerable to me. You know, he can come and hug me and tell me I didn't have a good day. And it's okay for him to tell me certain things that he would not otherwise say out in public. You know, I want to create be a peaceful. Yes, your home should be a peaceful place for your husband
and your wife.
and your wife.
Agree.
So you know, when they come home, they should be able to.
Relax.
He should be able to come home and cry if he have to cry, and me not judge him. You know, I feel like it's just our job as a wife or a spouse to create that safe place for them at home, just how they create a safe place for us all the time. And so that's another important thing that I feel that that just needs to be done. It's just it's hard, like Marquis said, just hard because they view it as soft or weak, and it's not. But that's just how
It's viewed.
they're brought up, and that's just how the world sees it and the world view it. So, but he has gotten better, and I'm glad he did, because life gets hard for me, life gets hard for him, and life gets hard for everybody else that's on this live and that's in this group. So, and your home should be the place that you should be able to go to and be at peace and be vulnerable and express how you feel and express your frustration.
Life and home should be a safe place.
Exactly, Cynthia. Exactly. That is very, very true. Home should be a peaceful place for the husbands and wives. Yes. Sometimes it's hard because we are viewed. Yep. So yeah. You know, at night, a lot of times he fall asleep before me. Most time we try to pray together, but sometimes his sleep beat him. So that leave me. So a lot of time he's sleeping, and I pray over both of us. You know, that's just something. And another thing, I feel like if your home ain't right, a lot of things,
Won't
well,
be
I
right.
can't speak for y'all home. I'm going to speak for my home. I feel like if things ain't right here, a lot of other things just don't line up right for us. I mean, we done been down that road, and it just ain't right. It ain't right with our daughter. It just ain't right. So I feel like everything does start with the home.
Yeah, because if it's not right at home, if you're not safe and you're not vulnerable, you're not right at home. When you go out to the world, that open the world up to be able to get into your safe space. And when you open that door for outsiders to come in, sometimes it's hard for people to shut that door and welcome the devil into their marriage, into their relationship, and bring that devil back into your home. And you don't want the devil in your home. That's why I try to make it a safe place, my house, a safe place for you, Kayla, me, so that when we come home, we know that we're in a safe place. You don't have to go outside and get that acts of appreciation from anyone else. And I distill that in you. I got that with you. I got that with Kel, my daughter Kel, so that when she do go out and start dating, get a man, that they will know that she will have boundaries and she will be able to respect herself also.
Yeah. So yes. All right.
You got anything else, baby?
No, that's pretty much it on my list that I had. Um, I forget.
I don't. Do anyone have
Any
any other questions, any other comments, anything they want to get off their chest, anything like that? That should be the foundation in every
foundation?
marriage. Prayer is key. Prayer is big. I find myself praying probably 25, 30 times a day because sometimes it's just the little things. Lord, I thank you. Bless me, Lord. It's
It
sometimes those
is,
just little short prayers also. Uh, but prayer is big. A lot of
especially as we got older.
and you can tell the people that don't have that prayer foundations in their marriage, and so that you could tell that.
Yeah. Hi, Tina.
So we are about to wrap it up just a little bit. If we don't have any more comments, questions, or any concerns, anything that want to come forward, we would try to go live every 2, 3 weeks, give or take, someplace up in there, just to the people in the group to see our face, especially the new ones coming in that don't know us. Again, I'm JC.
I'm Rhonda. You right,
So
Cynthia. It does.
yes, prayer does work. Um, we go live on different topics and stuff like that. So if you got a topic that you want to put out there that you want a live on, that you want to have discussion on, you want to bring to the group, anything like that, please let us know. If you want to lead a live one week, you want to come in the group and say, hey, I want to go live, have a conversation with the group. That works for us also. We don't. We started this group so that we could get like-minded. We can get like we can get like-minded. I keep reading comments. That's why I keep stopping. Get like-minded couples together, even some that's not like-minded like us, and because we want people to know that marriage is a good thing. A lot of people, a lot of people that see marriage don't want to get married because they think marriage is. They think marriage is chaotic and all that good stuff. But my wife and I'm not gonna say we have the perfect marriage, but we do have a good marriage. Um,
We do.
so
And we would never try to lead a group if we didn't.
yeah. So
So
And Marquise, I got your 2 notifications, and we can set those 2 up on there so we can try to get live on that. We try to do a little bit of research, try to get a little bit of stuff together before we do it live. So even we have to bring someone in that specializes in the information that you want. We do that also.
Yeah, we working on a good bit of things. It is taking us some time, but we do have a lot of good things in store. Just to get everybody a little bit more educated, get spouses understanding each other. Just to get the information out, and like JC just said, if we don't know it or are not as good in it, then we're going to get somebody else that's perfected in that area that's going to come in and talk to you all. So, thank you, Tiffany.
And please put on your camera October 25th, October 26th. We was working on this for a while, emails back and forth, but we just secured a venue for the Blissful Marriage, our first annual conference. So we got that coming out. Hopefully we should have all the details worked out by the end of next week. So we just done the venue. We got the speakers, the husband and wife speaker that's coming in town to speak with us. So we got that squared away. So please, October 25th, October 26th, and
I know we would love to see some people from our group, because I feel like she gonna bring some people from her group. So I want people from my group to show up.
yeah.
So I need y'all to show up.
And for me and for us to make it a successful, I need at least 20 to 25 couples to be in attendance.
That's our goal.
That's our goal: 20 to 25 couples from out of our group to be in the room. So this one's gonna be good, and this first one's gonna be good. So every year it get better and better. We had a good time last year at game night. We had a good time at the date night. We done the date night in February.
Date night we're gonna run back. We just haven't figured out
when and where.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out a few things. But we is about to run the date night back. So.
But if anyone does not have, thanks, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Tad Hines, I'm counting on him. If anyone don't have anything else, we thank y'all for participating. Well, Lana, I know you ready.
Yeah.
I love it.
And we apologize too again for the technical difficulties.
The late start.
It's kind of hard to throw JC off, but I'm just going to be very transparent. Stuff like that throws me off. So I was thrown off with this not working the way that it should, and I'm just going to be honest and not having Kayla here to help us. So that's our little tech girl, and she's not here tonight. She's at her house. So, but we figure it out. But by the time we get ready to go live again, we're going to try to go live again on the 21st, but don't quote me on that just yet. But that's our plans, to go live again on the 21st with another topic that I have in mind, that I've had a lot of questions about lately. So hopefully we'll be good and ready for that one.
Put our cash out.
No, we don't want no cash app. No, we want you to save your cash app for the conference.
For the conference.
But we appreciate it, though.
Trust me, we do.
We do.
We don't do this for money.
No.
We did not.
Oh.
We don't do this for money. We done this because I love to see a happy marriage couple, a happy married couple. So this is why we started this group, because to see Happy get. My motto is MG. What it is?
Make marriages great again.
Yeah, MMGA, make
Yeah.
marriage great again. So that is my motto, make marriage great again. Because I hate when people look at marriage, I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. No, I'm not getting married. I love being married. I love my wife.
I love you.
Thank you, baby.
So,
all right.
but yeah, save your cash app for the conference, Marquise, because I want you and Dee there. Oh yeah, she did tell me that's y'all anniversary weekend. Well, if y'all don't come, I understand why. I know.
Oh, they'll be there.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
We appreciate you, Theo.
Yes, Theo. Tell Leroy we said hi.
You got anything else, baby?
No, I think that's it. Oh, and I also just wanted to put out that let us know whether this right here going live in the group like this is do y'all like it? Do y'all
Is it something
is
you
it
want to see?
something you want to see more? We thought about doing it as a Zoom. Don't know how that will work, but let us know if this works for y'all, and this will be something that we will make a priority to do more. And let us know, let us know what y'all want.
What y'all want to see more in the group?
So yeah, let us know. And I meant to tell Tiffany. I know if Tiffany's still on here. Tiffany, tell Meech we said hi. Oh, do a poll. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany, you can put the poll up. Oh, that's Leroy.
Yeah, Leroy said hello.
That's right, our Dallas Cowboy fan.
Tell him I know he loved this hat that I got on.
And just so y'all know, all our Dallas Cowboys fans, we plan on going to a game. Just letting y'all know. So, we'll let y'all know just in case y'all want to go. And we have a whole blissful group out there at Cowboy Nation. All right. Well, we'll make it a priority to do the lives more
often.
and more often. So that's right, Theo. I know if anybody going, y'all going.
And Walana, tell Derek I'll buy him a Cowboys hat to wear that day.
All right, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah, because
sure?
I'll have y'all on here till about 10 o'clock. I'm a night owl. I'm not a morning person, but I'm a night owl.
All right. I know.
Hines said he ready.
Marquise, you care. I got a cowboy hat for you too, Marquise. And Michelle, I'm sorry that you're a Pack. You know what? I can't say that I'm a Packers fan right now. That's a discussion for another year.
Not Derek said boo. Good night, Tiffany.
Tiffany, don't good night yet. We're gonna call you. We're gonna talk to you for about an hour. We need to talk.
You know she about to go to bed. I'm surprised she been on. Good night, Tiffany. Love you.
Good night. Love y'all.
Good night.
And y'all have a good night. 3